The mission of the Lummi Nation is to preserve, promote, and protect our Shillelagh. Shillelagh is our way of life. We see clean energy as a pathway for that.
The Lummi Nation is a sovereign nation, like many tribes across Turtle Island. And yet we're still dependent on the grid for electricity. Energy sovereignty means being able to power ourselves, not having to rely on the grid. Having the grid as an option if we need it, but having enough solar panels, enough wind turbines, enough battery backups so that we don't need to depend on them. We can power ourselves.
When we talk about clean energy, we look at the whole picture and what types of returns can we provide for the Lummi Nation? And what are those economic opportunities that are out there? Training those communities and providing the technical assistance that's needed so that we can transition.
I graduated from Northwest Indian College with my bachelor's in Native Environmental Science. We're slowly building that network of Native women in science, in technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I am Navajo and was born and raised in Flagstaff, Arizona. So we have a mock roof that we had built up here next to the Salish Sea Research Center. And what we did today was we installed solar panels onto the roof.
So if we start our chalk line at one end and then pull it up all the way to the top, this can help us square it up too. So first we want to square this up, and then when it's nice and square, we're going to secure it with these end pins. Yep, okay. I think one of the most effective ways for teaching is to do it, to be physically using the tools. In addition to developing curriculum around solar, we're also going to be developing around wind energy, hopefully geothermal. When we talk about physics and engineering and science, it tends to be, especially in our schools, from a very Western lens, and there's almost this idea that science was invented, that physics was invented in the West, when in fact physics is a very intuitive science that was been practiced by first people since time immemorial.
During the summer, it probably starts about 6.
I did a couple of internships with NASA and through NASA, and one of the pieces that was really missing was traditional knowledge and traditional ecological knowledge in that sense.
Every tribe has different language, culture, history, understanding, everything, but there's some things that are really similar. And one of them is this idea of respect, of caring for not only your people, but all the non-human people, your non-human relatives. Every living thing has a spirit, a purpose for being here, and deserves respect. And so the idea of clean energy goes really well with that. It's a way of where we can power and take what we need while impacting the rest of the world as little as possible.
Having more of a native voice involved in our transition into renewable energy would be amazing. I also just want to do that for my daughter. I want her to be able to witness and see strong women leading and climbing on the roof and installing solar modules.
Yeah, you kind of have to push it. Oh, okay.
We are creating a pipeline for community members that want to do that job so that they can work off of the reservation, but also work for the nation.
My main goal is to get more students in our engineering program.
So it's negative 37.
So negative 37, which is about what we were expecting.
I have to really pinch myself, is it real? Because it has been a dream for so long to have our own community members doing these installations on our buildings, really truly living and working within our homeland.